Hey guys, so it's a nice, cool, and breezy day here in Manila. That's why I'm doing the video here. So I don't know, I just felt like doing it here for the first time.
Here
Parang
in
I don't get to do a lot of videos that's outdoor ever since we did ever since the lockdown more than 2 years ago, and it's rare no in Manila to have something where it's cool and breezy, so hence the relatively outdoor atmosphere. So please do send me your questions. We're live in Facebook and YouTube. um since I've been doing a lot of crypto videos, what I'm planning to do is to do the live also in Twitter simultaneously. If it gives value to people, I'm gonna do it as well. So I'm not using my normal mic, so do let me know if my audio is quite good and clear. So we now have people joining us. HD Trading, hello to you. Uh, Jose Richard Azarcon, good evening to you as well. Then you have Klein Hans Escuton, good evening to you. Then you have Reggie Montemor, hello to you as well. Then Ace Valerio, pwede magpa-apprentice. Uh, I don't know though kung there's nothing I don't know how do you apprentice on investing eh. As much as um so just to share no backstory, the reason why I make videos like this also is that it's just fun to share my thoughts and my ideas, and I want what I want to share to resonate to people. That what's nice about YouTube and Facebook, as long as those platforms are there, um my content, my ideas will be there forever, and that's what I want. No, that what I share also is something that will benefit people. That it's something that will help lives better, regardless of where you are in the world, regardless of your background, where you came from. I think that's what makes investing nice, especially in what era we are right now. That um you can actually start there, and it doesn't require a large amount of money to be able to do it. And whatever I know, I'm trying my best to give it, either via video form or via written, or even from the books that I made, or even from just some posts or texts that I would post even on Twitter or IG stories. And the whole goal and narrative of that is just to give as much to people as possible. And I guess that's a tip also for everyone, no, that wants to start their own business or would want to do something. Always focus on how much you can give. Always focus on how much value you can impart to people, because the greater the value you give, the more the bigger the benefit it will be to society, the larger your impact, and then whatever comes out from that, it could become something that will also be rewarding for you. So there. um this is a good question. Jibril Tarrobal is asking, can you explain the metaverse in in the most specific way? So, since Jibril, you're asking this and you're from YouTube, I prior to this, no, 8 p.m. kanina, and then 8 p.m. yesterday, and 8 p.m. 2 days before that, we're currently doing our metaverse series right now in YouTube. So I I I explained it there in a longer form way if you want a deeper dive on that. But to make it super simple, it's basically this. The world where we are right now, like this, you're watching me, it's 2D. It's digitized form. You're not really seeing me talk. This, what you're seeing right now, wherever you are in the world, is a digitized form of Marvin Germo, meaning what you're seeing is what the camera captured digitally and then converted it into ones and zeros. After converting it from ones and zeros, it's coming out in your screen. The same with my audio. It's not really me. This is a digital version of me. What's different with the metaverse is it's 3D. You get to walk in it, you get to sit on it, and there are some devices also right now that, hmm, uh, there are some devices like gloves that in the metaverse, you get to experience, there's some sensory recognition already, that it's not just anymore something that you walk in or you talk in or you get to interact with people, but because of the sensory receptors that they have, you get to actually experience and touch it as well. So to make it super simple, it's a 3D version of digitized format na we can we can watch a video recording and learn about stuff na parang school, but in the metaverse you're literally sitting in a classroom. That's the main difference. You get to really walk into a campus. So I hope I was able to answer you. You have Kim, Janica, Francisco. What's up, Sir Marvin? What's up to you as well? Kim, Janica. I hope that you are learning, and I hope that you are good and well. Anyways, um, you have restored. Boss, ano mas okay, mag-trade sa crypto or mag-hold? For those who are watching this that are not from the Philippines, uh, there the question is basically, what's better, trading or holding? The answer to that is it depends on you. I would always say this in all of the videos that I would create, that the ROI of any investment is in whose hand is it on. What does that mean? That there are people who are successful as traders. In the same way, there are people also who are successful as investors. And your success as a trader or an investor depends on you. What skills do you have? What experience do you have? Your ability to watch the markets on a regular basis, the level of conviction you have towards that particular asset, and it goes on and on and on. Um, how do you know what's better for you? The answer to that is to actually try. And what's nice about crypto is comparing it to real estate. If you are a flipper of properties in real estate, or if you are someone who's doing fixer uppers, or if you're someone who buys a large strip of land, builds apartments off of it, and then you have it rented out, it requires a lot of capital. Whereas in the crypto market, when you want to try all of these scenarios, it doesn't require a large amount of money for you to actually do it. And what's interesting, if you notice it, you can actually trade and buy a particular crypto for $10. So why not simulate it? Put money that you don't plan to use for a very, very long period of time. Put money that's on top of your savings. Put money that when you start to analyze it, okay, this amount of money, this is this is something that I is above and beyond my operational expenses, eh, and I can use it. So use that as some sort of educational fund for you. $10 I will practice for trading. $10 I will practice for hodling. And then see, where are you more comfortable? Where do you have more conviction? What do you understand the most? What is something that's easy actually for you to do? Because sometimes, no, trading gets glorified so much that everyone thinks that that's the only way to make money. In the same way, also, hodlers always think that that's the best way for you to do it. But at the end of the day, there's no best way. What's more important is what is the best strategy that fits you. And the only way that you get to do it is if you actually try. I hope I answered your question, Restored. Sassy Jane, hello to you. Chris Crisostomo Plaza, hello. We now have over 400 people live in Facebook and YouTube. Thank you so much. We're gonna integrate Twitter also to this live stream. Maybe in the next few days. Let's see how let's see how it goes. No, I actually, do you guys use Twitter? I'm just curious as well. Juan Marcus, hello to you. Pierce Obisomia, hello. Bernie Racines, A. Sen, hello to you. JC from Canada, hello. Juan Carlo Pascual, hello to you. Um, Raniel Lamosa, hello, Sir Marvin. Will the land gameplay update affect the price of SLP? I mentioned this in previous videos. No, they there has to be a way where there's more utility for SLP, that it can be and should be used more inside the ecosystem and inside the game, because unless there will be a large amount of use for it. The tendency will be people will just be swapping it back to fiat. So what you and I've been mentioning this, it's a matter of economics, supply and demand. When everyone is swapping it to fiat, more sellers bring the prices down. So I think there could be a lot of iterations that could possibly happen, but the main point is there has to be a larger use of SLP, that instead of people swapping it to fiat, uh, it gets to be used in game. It gets to be used in the ecosystem. It could be farmed. I don't know what could they actually make, but as long as it gets used and then there's more buy pressure for it, that could stabilize the price. Uh, Hello, Graciela Amor. Ren de Los Santos, any thoughts on DeFi Kingdom? So, I had the chance to look at it. For those who are watching, DeFi Kingdom is highly connected to Harmony. It's a different blockchain altogether, but it's the marriage of DeFi and gaming, and they actually made DeFi um, gamified. They gamified it of sorts. So the main hook still there is you get a percentage return based on you farming or being a liquidity provider, etc. And then the reward that you get though allows you also to buy characters that are in game, which are NFTs. So I had I haven't had a chance to actually play it yet. I just had the chance to look at how the interface is, and I have a lot of friends that were ahead and have tried to play the game. So essentially, what you can expect is it's more DeFi as of now, that has been gamified with an NFT component attached to it. I haven't really played it yet. I'm not much of a so I'm not really much of a gamer. I've been consistent in saying this in a lot of videos that the only game that I've actually played also for a very consistent time is StarCraft 2, and I don't get anything for that. Everything that I get palabas yun. It's just a I play because it's fun. It's something that's enjoyable. It's something that I don't know. I don't need an extra reward to be able to play it. It's something that makes me happy. So yun. Uh, Sir, can we earn sa pagsistake sa crypto? So the answer to that is basically this. Um, there are consensus mechanisms in the cryptocurrency space. One mechanism for Bitcoin is proof of work. Other mechanisms that are relatively newer, similar to what Cardano has, similar to what Near Protocol has, similar to other blockchains that employ smart contracts, they use proof of stake. Instead of miners trying to calculate hard mathematical operations and then get rewarded for it, for proof of stake you get rewarded for leaving money, locking it into the blockchain, and then you get rewarded for being loyal to the system. So if you are, for example, staking in Ethereum 2.0, that actually means that you are delegating your Ethereum to help decentralize and uphold the network, similar also for Cardano. And because of you doing that, you get to share in the portion of the rewards. I guess what you need to study lang there is please make sure that, like anything else, you study the blockchain and the token that you are staking it into, because um, you may get the coin or the token uh, as part of you staking it, but the utility of the token is important because that will impute the value of the token and the coin that you're actually buying. So there. Nagfe-futures nagfe-futures ba ako? I'm a big fan of spot. Even in stocks, I'm a big fan of spot. But for fun, smaller amounts, okay lang. I try it, but I really like spot. I'm not a big fan of the concept of borrowing money um, for investing. I just like what to be positioned based on what I have, and the confidence that I have using money that I know I will not be liquidated if I make a mistake, uh, is something that works for me. Is it something that's the best? Not necessarily, because I know a lot of people who flourish in futures very, very well. I'm the type of person that, since my background, no, so for those who are following me for the first time, for 454 of you watching me in Facebook and YouTube, my background was I started pretty much Philippine stocks, and there really wasn't any shorting. There's no shorting there. You're actually just going long and uh, buying the stock, and the only way for you to benefit from it is via capital appreciation if it actually goes up in value. If it doesn't, no way for you to short, no way also for you to have a larger multiplier. And th- that's what I know, that's what I grew up with. I'm 38 years old already. A lot of people have been messaging me. They were shocked to learn that that I'm 38 years old. And when I started out for over a decade of doing this, you tend to have a bias to what style you already grew up with, and that's what I know, and that's why I'm not really into leverage as much. So there. um uh Ryann Ma, good day, Sir Marvin. I'm curious, is OpenSea the killer app for buying NFTs? That's a good question. I don't know what you, of course the definition killer app, no, is quite subjective, but if I will audit where I place a lot of my time and attention on, um, it's still Ethereum, Ethereum based NFTs, and a large chunk of that is in OpenSea. Then second is the Binance NFT platform. Um, I have checked the Solana based NFTs. I have some Cardano NFTs, but konti lang, and I really don't watch it as much as compared to where Ethereum is. Gas fees are high for Ethereum, but that's where the excitement is. Eh. Um, the parallelism that I have for Ethereum is I think Ethereum is Apple. It's expensive, it's already mature, but the reason why people go for Apple, because it's Apple. The reason why people go for Ethereum, everyone knows it, that when you go to Ethereum, it's expensive, the gas fees are expensive. But people are there. Eh. The whales are there. The celebrities are there. Majority are transacting in NFTs that are in ETH. And if you've seen the post that I did in Facebook, um, I can't remember, a billion transactions a couple of days ago in 7 days. 7 day time frame, you had over a billion US dollars traded just in OpenSea via Ethereum at a time where the crypto market was relatively not so bullish. So there. Um, will Solana do a good job? I think no, from the other blockchains that are there, they've gotten a bit of traction. Uh, they're they're one of the projects where it's getting attention as well. But I don't know a lot about it to be able to form an opinion about it vis-a-vis the exposure that I have in Ethereum. Uh, Arig, uh Agrilenial. What's my take on NFTs? I said bits and pieces of it already, but I wanna give this answer so that it's balanced. I believe that in the macro perspective, it's the future of collecting, tokenization, artists having the ability to own something. But over the short term, there will be large corrections because it's so new. Over the short term, there will be a lot of mistakes that will be made. And similar to any collectible art, business, or stock, it's the upper 5% that will do very, very well. And a lot of people are saying, I started to make my own NFTs, but why is no one buying it? In the same way for painters that are making their own painting, why is it that it's only a few that's successful? Because it's always the same principle. Eh. The upper 1%, the upper 5% will get a lion's share. Maybe the upper 10, 20% will get an average piece of the pie, then the remaining 80% will get a very, very small piece of the entire market. So the key thing in NFTs, especially if you want to build your own, is how do you become different? How do you be someone that the that will build a following that people will actually buy or purchase? And I think that's the problem with a lot of the other NFT projects where they're trying to be the next Board Ape Yacht Club and they also make an ape. It becomes harder that way because head to head, people will always see BAYC as that, and then their next tier na Mutant Ape Yacht Club will be that as well. Then in cats, you already have Cool Cats. Then you already have that's why if you notice it, even in if for those who have been following the whole NFT movement right now, it's the women empowerment NFTs that are pushing up. But who's the one that's really pushing? The first one, World of Women. They're the ones that are really doing so well. There are other women empowerment NFTs that are following suit, but it's so far. Eight eat for women. Wow, then the other ones are below one each still. That's what I'm saying. Anyways, Jerome C, hello to you. Um, Lionel Serico, that's a good question. No, I really haven't studied Chainlink in a while. Uh, so I don't have as much opinion on it as compared to 6 7 months ago when I had more time to study it. Because just for context, I've been spending a lot of so for those who don't know what Chainlink is, Chainlink is basically an oracle that connects other blockchains like Ethereum to real world data. So the advantage of Chainlink is a lot of those smart contract blockchains would want to interface with Chainlink so that they can access that real world data. Um, it's just that my focus right now is metaverse related tokens, gaming related tokens, NFTs, and also L1 blockchains. So because the entire crypto space is so broad, it's so big, there's so much going on in it. It's so hard to be able to somehow master everything. That's why I had to narrow it down to just three that at least I could form some sort of level of studying and research. In NFTs alone, there's just so much. There's just so much. Anyways, Pala Crypto, hello to you. Carl Macarisa, thank you. Glad that the audio is good. I'm not actually using any mic, no external mic. I'm glad that this laptop's audio is good. I'll review it later after this live to see if it's actually good. Um, BTC peak this market cycle. So there's so many theories about it. If you're trading, of course, in my opinion, look at the charts and what it's actually telling you. When you're trade and I posted some, you can check my Facebook feed for those posts, but I mentioned it there to watch out for the 200-day moving average, to watch out for the 99-day moving average. Unless we significantly break out from those levels and stay above those levels, reversal upward would be relatively harder. So I tend to look at how the trend is. I may not, no one can predict how the chart will form on a day-to-day basis, on a candlestick basis, but somehow we can see where the trend is. We can see if there's confirmation of reversal. So by the time we're doing this live, January 14, 2022, um, we haven't really broken out of the 200-day moving average yet. We haven't really broken out of the 99-day moving average yet. And I'm not showing the charts so that, guys, highly suggest after this video, please do your own research, do your own due diligence. Please study it. It's your money, it's your responsibility. Don't buy just because you hear people off YouTube say it. Don't buy just because your friends would say it. Please take the time to learn. Please take the time to build the competence. Please take the time to be able to build the skills that will help you and propel you forward. Now, in terms of its long term, I think one of what makes Bitcoin interesting is its scarcity. It's true that there will be corrections because the crypto market is volatile, but because it's scarce over the next decade, uh, over the level of adoption that's happening, I'm I love Bitcoin as a technology and how it disrupts things and how interesting it is. So from a trading perspective, sorry, I answered that look at the charts. From an investing perspective, look at the technology. Don't look at price targets because um, from an hodling perspective, the technology does not change it. And I know I've been harping this over and over because that's my reality, that's my truth, and that's what gave me the conviction about Bitcoin. It's game changing technology. It's gold. It's a better use case for gold. Anyways, Jay Bokeo, hello to you. Graciela Amor, hello to you as well. Frederick Batol, hello to you. Jibril Tarrobal, hello. Joanna Castro, hello to you as well. Can you pay a lump sum for your Pag-ibig MP2 fund? Yes, you can. So there are monthly contributions so that you can set an iteration that you can put money on a regular basis. That works. That's good. That's something that's very very helpful. However, however, if you have extra money, you're a commission based agent. You are someone who got your bonus. You can lump sum and it will be added as well. And similar to any investment, the more you build a base on, the larger the multiplier would be for you. And in terms of pag-ibig MP2, you earn via dividends. King, blessed day to you as well. Um, Juan Marcus, what's your thought about Shiba Inu? So, as what I've mentioned earlier, it's not something that's part of my focus, at least for 2022. My focus are L1 blockchains, metaverse, gaming, NFT related tokens, and NFTs. So, because there's over 16,000 cryptocurrencies now, uh, it's so hard to focus or to spread yourself too thin. And I had to make that choice. So, right now, January 14, 2022, I don't have a strong opinion on it, primarily because I'm focused on other projects and other items that I am more bullish on, or at least I like actually more, and I'm spending more time to learn about it. Um, Tim Gonzalez from Cavite, hello to you. Is this a Korean character? Hello to you. Hello to you as well. Leandro Tan, hello. What Bert Maningas, hello to you. Uh, Mayped Kaisip. Sir, I'm a newbie in stocks and crypto. Where should I start first? Too many info. I don't know where to start. Okay lang eh. You don't have to actually rush. So everyone started from somewhere. We all started as a beginner. So don't pressure yourself. You'll figure it out eh. Just try to make a commitment each day to learn something new. Then from what you learn, try to execute. Regardless if the execution is opening your brokerage account, opening this exchange platform, or buying your first crypto, buying your first stock, it's okay. In my opinion, of course, it's nice to research, it's nice to learn, it's nice to ask from friends, but experience will always be your greatest teacher. So, I highly suggest after researching, execute and try to learn. Renz Inovero, hello to you. Anna Enriquez, happy 2020 to you as well. Aldrin, I mentioned that as part of the video. Anna C, hello to you as well. Anthony O, hello to you. Gino Ramirez Sr., nakalaro pa ako ng RAF sa SC2. Jim Dugos, hello to you. So guys, we're now 30 minutes on. Thank you so much to the 400 plus people who joined us from both Twitter and Facebook. Um, as promised, I'm gonna be more consistent in doing the live videos, but for me to be able to make this sustainable, I have to limit it to 30, 45 minutes lang. And since this is a bit ad hoc, so that I get to protect my voice as well, I'll end the video right here. Maybe we'll do another one over the next few days, over the weekend, maybe. And if you like this outside note, this is a rare thing to do in Manila. That normally when we hit March, it's gonna be hot already. So I'm trying as much as possible also to do this as I'm outside. So if the audio is good and then the lighting is good naman, I'll try to do more here outside, and then just pile in your questions. Follow me on Twitter for more crypto. There's a ton of crypto stuff that I post in Twitter more than in Facebook and YouTube. In YouTube, I only post once a day. In Facebook, I post a couple of times. But for those that want to know more about crypto, I'm more active in Twitter. So I guess that's it. Good night to everyone. I hope that this is beneficial. I just want to know if this is something that helped you. Please put it in the comment section if you like more lives like this, so that I know what to do, what to improve. But know the heart of this is just to add value to you, just to help you, that we help elevate the lives of people in our generation, regardless of where you are in the world. That investing allows you to investing allows you to take control over your own financial destiny. And it's not something like what other people would say, that, "Oh, do this and you'll get 100,000% over the next few days." It doesn't work that way, in my opinion. It's always about something that you work hard for, because if it was so easy, everyone would be doing it. And the reason why I say that is this: take the time to build, take the time to learn, because the things that are so hard to do later on, those are the things that are so worth it. So that's it for now, everyone. I hope this video helps you trade well, trade strong, trade smart. See you all again soon, guys, and God bless you all.